right. Oh, I'm going live on intro.
I've pressed the main. We good to go? Ok, here we go. Bonjour tout le monde. Ok, bonjour à tous. Est-ce que vous me voyez? Est-ce que vous m'entendez? Bonjour tout le monde. Bonjour Adia. Bonjour Mayura. Bonjour Isha, Nourja, Amin, Shannon, Lisa. Bonjour à tous. Bonjour. Commandos. Hi. Bonjour, Aland. As always, there are people listening, watching us from everywhere. The real Dan Alexander is watching us from Canada. Bonjour à toi. Bonjour à tous. It's going fast. Zena, bonjour. Okay, today we are going to do something of A2 level, A1, A2 level, and I'm going to make you make. We are going to make sentences together, okay, using two verbs mainly, jouer and faire. And fair. I can't speak today. Bonjour Alain, bonjour à la Louisiane, bonjour Sereman en Louisiane and Turkey. Bonjour à la Turquie. Bonjour à tout le monde. Salut Angela, super contente de vous voir. Now, of course, if you have any questions, you may ask the questions. I will get on with my lesson, of course, but I am open to any questions. I have my GCSE French exam in 2 weeks. Do you have any suggestion on how to get the best grade I can? Alicia, I mean, it's a shame you have your GCSE this year because we are building a really amazing course for GCSEs. Now, please watch all my GCSEs videos on speaking and you will see there is about 40, 35, I don't know, videos. All I can say is learn sentences in the past tense, in the present, in the future tense, and a couple of idioms as well, and try to throw them in speaking as well. Watch my videos. There's lots of them for free on YouTube. Please do that. Can you please tell some job opportunity after learning French? Oh, there is a blog written on that. I think that Josh has written. We have a content creator that writes blogs, and I think he has written something. Go to learnfrenchwithalexa.com, have a look at the blog, okay, and you will see, as well as, why it's important to learn French. You have a selection of cheeses that you can choose from. Not that is important for you to get a job in France, but hey. Yeah. Bonjour, je m'appelle Wakazuke. Bonjour, Wakazuke, if I pronounced your name right. How fast do you think I can learn French from being an A2 in the shortest time with your course? Anastasia, we have... I think reaching B1 level will take you 6 months if you fully do the course. And of course, with that, you should really practice. We have created masterclasses now where you can actually book a slot and practice your French with a proper French teacher. This is our new feature at Learn French with Alexa. Est-ce qu'il y a un support guide pour cette lesson? Huey French, I'm going to ask Liam.
Yep.
Will there be a support guide with this lesson?
Absolutely.
Afterwards.
For members only.
For members only. Okay, that's another thing. If you are a member of my YouTube channel or not a subscriber, a member, click on the join button and then you can select which perk you want. And one of the perks, you watch the exclusive live lessons, which I will hold at 1:30 today, whereby it's a lesson where you have the support guide. It's a much smaller group, and that's pretty much it. So, bonjour. Can you tell what is YouTuber in French? YouTuber? or YouTubers. So that's what it. Un YouTuber. Thank you, Ishan. Or une YouTubeuse. So I am a YouTubeuse. Thank you, the real Dan Alexander. Okay, we are going to start now. Okay, I'm going to make myself small, just like that. Et voilà. So this is it. We are going to cover some hobbies because I would like you to, at the end of this lesson, be able to tell me what it is that you like doing in your spare time, okay? In order to do that, we are going to cover a few hobbies, but of course there is more hobbies. Like my hobby, I don't know if you know what my hobby is, it's not in there. It's such a niche hobby that maybe they didn't have a picture for it. Okay, so we are going to have a look at sentences you can make using that, and then the verbs that you can use in order to create sentences using those pictures, okay? So in a minute, I'm going to ask you to make sentences using these pictures. But before we do that, let's have a look at some of the verbs we can use in order to make sentences. Bonjour, je ne peux pas parler française fluently. Couramment is fluently, by the way. Couramment. Hi, Alexa, I have a French exam. Can you help me in grammar? Adia. I mean, Learn French with Alexa is quite an amazing website where you get to A1 and C2 level from A1 to C2, and we cover every single point of grammar possible in that very website, www.learnfrenchwithalexa.com. Anyway, but alternatively, if you don't want to pay, YouTube, my first 55 French lesson essential covers huge amount of grammar points. Okay, my favorite hobby is everything. Really? Really? You like everything? Okay, so here we go. There are multiple ways of talking about hobbies. Using the verb faire is one of them. Okay, now faire means to do or to make. What's very important here is the article that you're going to add to that verb. For example, you can say du, de la et des plus de passe-temps. Now, the passe-temps is a hobby or pastime, if you wish, okay? So, faire. In order to know how to conjugate faire, please try to know how to conjugate it in the present tense. So, faire, it's given to you in its infinitive form. Okay, infinitive is a verb that is not yet touched or has not yet been conjugated. Okay, you have to understand that in French, it's very, very important to know your infinitive from your conjugated form verb. And the reason is that it changes depending on the tense you're using. In this case, faire, to do or to make, okay, becomes je fais in its present tense. I do or I make, okay? Now, je fais, but you can, I'm pretty certain, conjugate it with me. Tu fais, il, elle, on, which is he, she, one, fait, il, elle, on fait, and nous faisons. And this is where actually this verb is really hard because it's what we call an irregular verb. That means it doesn't follow a pattern, okay, unlike the ER verb, okay. And then vous faites, okay, and il and elle font. So once you know that, okay, it's very important that you know your pronouns. So these are called subject pronouns. I, you, he, she, subject pronouns, okay? And once you know your pronouns, okay, your subject pronouns, you must know what the ending of the tense you're using according to the pronoun is. For example, nous, it's ONS at the end, okay? So it's highly irregular. Ishan, souhaiter, vouloir means to wish. Oui? Oui? Absolument. So we've got faire. Now, we know that, and I'd like you to know it by heart, ideally, okay? Which means that when you're going to tell me what you do as a hobby, you would say the verb faire conjugated, of course, je fais, and then you would have the partitives du, au, de la, or des. So you may think, well, why do we have three different partitives? Yeah? Well, because everything in French has to take in consideration whether the word you're using is either feminine, masculine, or plural. Okay, everything. Okay, so for example, il fait du sport. He does sport. Okay, il fait du sport. And why is it du? Because sport is masculine here. Okay, je fais de la peinture. I do paintings, okay, as a hobby. You have to have the partitive de la in front of peinture. Why de la? Because peinture is feminine. Tu fais, so tu fais, you make or you do cakes, des gâteaux. Why is it des here? Because we are using the plural version of gâteau here, okay? So everything has to match in gender and number always. So peinture, I'm going to put it pink, okay? Might not be nowadays, you know, too politically correct, but this is a visual here. So peinture is feminine, therefore de la, the partitive, is feminine. And the same with sport is masculine, so therefore du is going to be masculine, okay? So faire plus du plus de la plus des in terms of passe-temps or hobbies. Des hobbies, passe-temps, okay? So, and Rita by Eric, can I say j'aime faire? Absolutely. J'aime faire, okay? Then you have to use the partitive, okay? J'aime faire de la peinture. J'aime faire du sport. Absolutely, it works. J'aime faire des gâteaux. I like to do. When you're going to start live lessons for beginners, Faisal, this is quite beginners like. Sometimes I do. Lily, did I make it to your live lessons again, watching while preparing breakfast? Lily, you have. You've made it. Well done, you. You've made it. Okay, and bon appétit, okay, if you're having breakfast. So here we go. Now, another thing is aller. So aller, and what's very, very important is all the prepositions that come after those verbs. So sometimes you can say I go, and aller means to go. And again, you use the right preposition when you go somewhere. Again, we've got 3 different prepositions. Why is that? Yes, because it depends on whether the word that follow is masculine, feminine, or masculine, feminine, or plural, okay? So, I know jouer because I bought some bicycle playing cards. Okay, visible aesthetics. So, jouer, absolutely, is to play, but we are going to see that. So, je vais au club de judo. I'm going to judo club. No, that's karate, isn't it? That's not judo. Okay, no, I don't know. Je vais à la piscine. Okay, oh, by the way, club is masculine, therefore we say au, to the, okay? Je vais à la piscine. Piscine is swimming pool and it's feminine, so we say à la. Je vais au cinéma. Cinéma is masculine, so we say au to the cinema. I'm not sure why here there is AUX. Ignore that. Ignore that. That's a mistake. Okay. So we have very quickly here au, à la, and au. And each one of them means to the, using aller. Okay? Aller means to go. And this is not conjugated at all, which means it's an infinitive verb. Now, this verb is the only ER verb which is a third group verb, which means that when you're going to conjugate it, it's not going to look like that. So, I go is je vais. Can you see that? Je vais. And then I would like you to learn this by heart. Je vais, tu vas, il va, elle va. I'm conjugating the verb in the present tense, yeah? On va. Do you know nous? Nous allons. Vous allez. And ils or elles vont. Now remember that we have 2 ways of saying they in French, okay? Because again, we need to consider whether we are talking about a group of masculine things, a group of feminine things, okay? And remember that when we use a group of feminine and masculine things together, we use il, this one here, the masculine version. I know what you're thinking. That's not fair. But grammatically speaking, the boys are always stronger. That is grammatically speaking. Okay, so here we go. We've conjugated faire. And now let's have a look, conjugated aller, sorry. Let's have a look at jouer. Now, jouer is an interesting verb, okay, because the preposition following will change depending on what you're talking about, okay? For example, if you want to talk about a musical instrument, so in a minute, I would like you to make your own sentence because you guys, I'm sure, are playing an instrument, okay? Well, some of you. Now, jouer, followed by du, de la, des, okay? So it means some. So this means some. I play some, okay? Paul et Jules jouent du piano. So du is used when the instrument that follows is a masculine, okay? Jouer du piano. Marie joue de la guitare, okay? Marie plays the guitar, for example. Tu joues des percussions. Now, you are playing percussions, okay? Tu joues des percussions. Again, jouer du refers to the musical instrument, to play something, okay? But in certain cases, you might hear jouer au. For example, une mélodie jouée au piano. It is played at the piano. This melody is played at the piano, okay, par un élève de l'école Charles-Henri, by a pupil from the Charles-Henri school. Funny example. Anyway, if you want to talk about sports, however, to play a sport or a game, then we are changing the prepositions. It becomes au, à la, au, the same way as we use them for aller, to go. For example, elle joue au foot. Now think about your hobby, yeah? Julie joue à la pétanque, okay? Et Paul et Georges jouent aux cartes. Now, they play cards. It's masculine, it's plural, therefore, O has an X at the end. Yes, what are we? Je joue de la guitare basse et de la contrebasse. The real Dan Alexander. Now, this is, I'm glad that you're making this mistake, and it's no fault of yours, by the way, but let me explain something. Your sentence is very good, except for that. What you're doing here, you're not conjugating the infinitive verb. You're giving me. So it's like you saying, I to play, double bass, for example. You must conjugate jouer in order to be accurate. So, I play is je joue. Okay? See what's happening? We drop the R here and it transformed into that because we changed that infinitive verb into the present tense. We have to do that. And I know in English, the infinitive is to play and the present is I play. Okay, it doesn't work like that in French at all. You've got to transform the verb into whatever form you are using. Présent, passé, passé composé, and all the different tenses we have, there will be a different ending. So, tu becomes joue, okay? It has an S at the end, but we still say joue. And il and elle and on joue. Can you see that? And then nous, we are conjugating that verb. This is what's called conjugating from an infinitive verb, that means a verb that is untouched, to a conjugating verb. Yeah, let's talk, but I don't know much about French, just basics. Okay, Drake, it seems like we're having a conversation parallel here. Vous jouez, and il and elle jouent. Okay? And notice something here. Je, tu, il, elle, on, and il, elle, same pronunciation. though that the ending changes, same pronunciation. Okay, so alors, so the real Dan Alexander, your sentence is je joue de la guitare, de la guitare et de la contrebasse. Okay, de la basse, we say de la basse et de la contrebasse. Okay, so we've done a little bit of, lesson here. Let's have a look at our pictures. Now, you can also use all the verbs that refers to hobbies. Nager, to swim. Dessiner, to draw. Peindre, to paint. Chanter, to sing. Lire, to read. Cuisiner, to cook. Pêcher, to fish. Dormir, that could be a hobby. To sleep. Jardiner, to do gardening. Sortir avec des amis, to go out with some friends. Okay? So, here we go. Let's try to make a sentence using this little fellow here swimming in the swimming pool. Okay? So, you could say, he, whatever, swimming. So, here we go. You're looking at this one. What could be the sentence you could describe in order to, practice your hobby vocabulary? So, Tara, j'aime lire. En ce moment, je lis Ulysse. Wow, that's a hard read, actually. Never read it. Just know it's big. Anyway, Alexa, can you tell how to tell my hobby is to learn new language? Mon passe-temps, c'est d'apprendre de nouvelles langues. Par exemple, ok? Marie et moi jouons aux échecs. Oui, c'est correct. That's perfect. Yes. Marie and I plays chess. Ils font. Alors, Mayura, we absolutely need an article here. When you do a sport, can I just go back to what I said? When you do a sport, where is it? Faire. Have a look at that. Now, Marie, what I'd like you to do is write this sentence again. Ils font natation. Mayura. Faire, you've got to use this, okay, here, to do something, okay? So when you use the verb faire, you must have du, de la, des, okay? Go for it. Il aime nager is good. Il aime bien nager, Claudette, note 2. Je joue de la piano. Now, Sarojit, you need to conjugate that verb. Je joue, not jouer. Jouer is not conjugated. Okay, so, Sayed, je joue du natation. Okay, so when you use the word faire, the verb faire, you must follow by du, de la. Okay, except the use jouer. For a sport, you use au, à la, au. Okay, in this case, you can say il fait de la natation. Okay, il fait de la natation. Hanin, that's perfect. Okay, now, Amin, you can't say je joue de la natation. Okay, I know it goes against what I've just said about sport. For natation, it's different because the verb is faire de la natation. Or equally, you could say nager. So he swims, il nage, and you can add where that's happening, dans la piscine. Okay, so Roland, tous les mardis, je vais faire de la natation. Perfect. Okay, I'm going to do. Tous les mardis, je vais faire de la natation. Okay. Nosas, bonjour au Yémen. Il fait de la natation à la piscine. Kingsmith, perfect. Okay. Urja, mes hobbies sont d'apprendre des langues différentes, de différentes langues, comme le coréen par exemple, le français et l'anglais. Waouh, bravo, je suis impressionnée. Ok. Mon passe-temps est de faire de l'artisanat. Adia, c'est parfait. Parfait aussi. Ok, so il nage. Now let's have a look at the second one. So, nager, to swim. Okay. What are these children doing here? Okay. Now, John Clark, il s'amuse en nageant. I like the tense here, the present participle here. Il s'amuse en nageant. He is having fun while swimming. Okay. Okay, translate hobbies word in French. Hobbies is passe-temps, just like a pastime. Ils font lire des livres. Okay. Okay, so without using faire now or jouer, can you use just the verb lire? Now the verb lire is to read, okay? But of course, lire here is used as an infinitive. We need to conjugate it. There are two of them. You could say les enfants, as in the children, like infants. Les enfants lisent. Okay, can you see what we've done? We've conjugated that verb into this. And it's a third group verb, which means that it's not going to follow a pattern necessarily. Des enfants sont livres. Alicia, les enfants lisent un livre. The children are reading a book. Now, Babazi, les enfants lisent, just one S, Babazi, un livre. Ou Mayora, like that. Ils sont en train de lire. They are reading, like they are in a process of reading. Les enfants, Roland, sont lecture. We can't say that. We say les enfants lisent ou sont en train de faire de la lecture. So, faire de la lecture is to do reading. Sometimes you can use faire, okay, for hobbies such as faire de la natation, faire de la lecture, faire du sport, ok? Je pensais qu'il était en train de peindre. Ah oui, I was thinking that qu'ils étaient, that they were in a process of painting. Do you think so? They're reading. Ils sont en train de lire. La petite fille avec un chapeau bleu lit un livre avec son ami dans un champ. Seriman, you must conjugate lire, okay? If you describe as la petite fille, the little girl, replace that. Replace la petite fille. Okay. Replace la petite fille. Okay. The little girl. You replace la petite fille by a subject pronoun. Is it je, tu, il, elle, nous, vous, il, elle? Well, it's going to be elle. Okay, la petite fille. And then once you have the subject pronoun, you've got to tell yourself what is the verb lire, okay, which is here in its infinitive. How do you transform it according to elle? Okay, elle lit. Okay, je lis, tu lis, elle lit, nous lisons, vous lisez, elle lise. Ok, il lit un livre dans le jardin, c'est parfait, King Smith. Okay, let's move on very quickly here. We might not do all of them, but doing enough will help you, I'm sure. Urja, les deux amis lisent le livre dans la nature. I like that, Urja, a lot. Ara, je vais faire de la natation. I'm going to do swimming. That's perfect sentence. Ok. Ma chienne ne sent pas bien. Tara? Ma chienne ne sent pas bon. Okay. When something doesn't smell good, you say bon. Okay. Bien is an adverb, bon is an adjective. Okay. So I like the randomness, Tara, of it. I'm sorry to hear that your dog doesn't smell good. Ok. Donc, la femme fait de la randonnée dans la neige. Shannon, c'est parfait. So here we've got faire de la randonnée, to do hiking, okay? And it's de la, Shannon, it's a perfect sentence. Why is it? Because Shannon is using the right participes here, de la. And why isn't it du or des? Because the word randonnée, which is hiking, is feminine. So la femme fait de la randonnée dans la neige. It's la neige, Shannon, by the way, okay? So, faire de la randonnée. Okay, faire de la randonnée. Okay, that's perfect. Les femmes vont patiner dans la neige. Okay, possiblement, Urja, ou la femme va patiner dans la neige. Now, Urja, I can see only one lady. Okay, in that case, it will be la femme, the lady. Les femmes means ladies. Okay, that's, you've put it in the plural. La femme se promène dans la neige. Bah, vas-y, parfait. Hi Alexa, could you give hobbies that involve technology? I don't know, maybe Liam can help us. What hobbies involve technology? Jeux vidéo. Alors, j'aime jouer aux jeux vidéo, par exemple. Sorry, I'm so so rubbish at that. I don't even know. Donc, jouer aux jeux vidéo. Donc, j'aime jouer sur mon ordinateur, par exemple. Computer is an ordinateur. Elle fait du trekking dans les montagnes enneigées. Yeah, can we say trekking? I like that word. Je fais de la randonnée. Elle marche dans la forêt. She is walking in the forest. La femme fait du ski dans la neige. Ishan, parfait. The lady is skiing. Faire du ski. Okay? So here we're using faire, to do some sport. Okay? The accent aigu is always on the last E, right? No. No, it's always on the first one. You never have an accent aigu. Okay, take randonnée. Okay, for example, the first accent will be here. You would not have the there. No, never. It's always on the first one. Okay, are we good with that? Good question. Okay, playing guitar is a sport or game. And shall I use aller ou faire? I know that I've confused some of you. Alors, you would say jouer. So when you play an instrument, you say jouer de la, jouer de. So, je joue de la guitare. Mon passe-temps est de regarder la télé. Yes, that's good idea. Mon passe-temps est de regarder la télé. Mon passe-temps est de jouer de la guitare. So here we go. Let's have a look at this one. What do you think is happening here on this one, the top one? Je vois un homme qui marche dans la mer. Dans la mer. À cette de ci. Dans la neige. À travers la neige. Well done. That's really good. Through the snow. À travers la neige. That's a good one, Sariman. OK. Alors, dans ce cas-là, alors, Shannon, elle fait du ski dans la neige. So, Tara, here's the guitar one. Elle joue de la musique. OK? You can use faire as well, and jouer is good here. Elle joue de la musique. Elle joue, so, what's interesting here, elle joue, and we've got two instruments. And they don't have the same partitive. So, elle joue de la guitare et elle joue du piano. Now, this is where you have to know your feminine from your masculine, which is actually really tricky to know, but just one piece of advice is when you learn a word, vocabulary, learn it with its article. Is the article un ou une? Okay, well, Liam and I are going to record tomorrow, I think, a video on articles. So watch that one. And I have one which is quite popular on YouTube, indefinite and definite articles. Now, elle apprend à jouer de la guitare. John, perfect, guitar with an E. Elle apprend. She's learning to play the guitar. John, bravo. Elle apprend à jouer de la guitare. Elle joue de la guitare, Franck. Bravo. Elle crée de la musique avec son piano et sa guitare. Mayura, no matter what, in French, you've got to give me some kind of articles in front of the word. Okay. I know that you're saying she creates music with a piano or with a guitar. Here you've got to have one. Le chanteur aime composer de nouvelles chansons. Urja, c'est parfait. L'homme joue de la guitare. Okay, with an E. Je pense qu'elle joue de la guitare et elle crée de la musique. Pooja, perfect. Okay. Elle joue de la guitare. Il joue il joue à la musique et il chante. Okay. Il joue de la musique because it's music. Okay. Isn't that a clavier? Un clavier de piano? Yes, you can say. And un clavier d'ordinateur and a computer keyboard as well. Ou un synthétiseur. Synthesizer. How do we say that? Synthesizer. No, what?
Synthesizer.
Synthesizer. Un synthétiseur. Ok. Donc, elle joue du synthétiseur. Je joue de la guitare et du piano en apprenant de mon ordinateur portable. Actually, if you learn from your computer is good. Okay. If you want to say score, Saruman, I think we say music. We say music. Is it a music score? Yeah, I think we said music. Synthétiseur. Thank you, Isham. I'm not going to repeat it. Okay, so and we're going to finish because soon I'm going to be live for my exclusive live, and I've got to have a break in the middle. Oh, by the way, because I was prompted to do so, we have our new bag, the cuckoo bag, cuckoo, which means hello. And that's Learn French with Alexa. Limited edition of 100. We have sold how many so far?
About 10.
10. Ooh, we've sold 10 so far. The cuckoo tote bag, which is quite big. Look at the size of that. I feel like I'm on the market selling my handbags. In the description. It's in the description. It will be in the description below. And Liam and I had this great idea that I would write a personal message to you if you buy it. So here we go. All the way from Woolwich in London. Cuckoo. Yes. Oh, that's adorable. I know, right? Sorry, man. Okay, when is your next exclusive lesson now? In 24 minutes, I will be exclusive. Le couple cuisine dans la cuisine. Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot what we were doing. We are going to finish here. And so you can use faire as well, or you can use just simply cuisiner, to cook. So, le couple cuisine dans la cuisine. Okay, that's perfect. The couple is cooking in the kitchen, and cooking, kitchen is the same word, cuisine. Okay, have you noticed? So you could also say, ils font de la cuisine, ils font la cuisine. Okay, now weirdly in this one, we do not need the de. Okay, so faire la cuisine is to cook. Okay, we do lots of things. We use the word faire in a lot of different settings in French. I got to go, but I love your explanation. Merci, madame. It's okay, Adia. Thanks for that. And a bisou bisou to you. Ishan, le couple aime cuisiner. I like, Ishan, that you've put ENT at the end of M because we're talking about two people. But the subject is le. It's, yes, absolutely. It's singular. So therefore, you've got to think about that. If you replace le couple, the couple, and I'm going to do the same here. If you replace le couple by a subject pronoun, is it I, you, he, she? Because it's singular, le couple is il. So therefore, whatever follows as a verb has to match the singular pronoun, okay? What level is the next live lesson for? Okay, you French, it is of quite high level.
No, it's A2B1.
Ah. It's A2B1. Thank God I've got Liam. I don't know what I'm doing. It's the easiest exercise for the TEF. So it's A2. So Alexa doesn't know what she's talking about. Thank God that I have amazing people working with me. So yes, Adia. Bye-bye. See you soon. Okay, I'm going to stop here. There will be, if you are a subscriber or you've joined the channel, you know, as a subscriber, you will have access to the rest of that. You will have access to all of these as well, explanation and the lesson that goes with that, okay? So please have a look at that. But I've got to stop because, well, I'm a busy lady. And one has to teach people. Bag. So I've got Liam going, do that. I don't know what that means. I don't know what he expects me to do. And, okay, this is it. I'm showing you the bag again. The bisou bisou bag.
No.
I can hear I can hear the girls, laughing in the back. I've got an audience here today. Anyway, I've got Valentina here who Mummy has decided to bring to the office today. Valentina, do you want to come and say hello?
Yeah.
Yes, Valentina is coming. Go on, Valentina. She's coming.
Hello.
Say, hey, we are going to say bonjour à Valentina. Say bonjour à Valentina.
Bonjour.
Bonjour à tout le monde. Excellent. Merci. Oh, love your jumper.
Thank you.
Valentina has little clouds. In French, we say des nuages. Des nuages. Thank you for that.
No problem.
She's
Have a good day,
beautiful.
bye.
Have a good. Oh, thank you. Love it. Oh, people are saying bonjour to you, Valentina.
Bonjour to them too.
Yes. Now, I love the cuckoo bag, not the bisou bisou bag. I'm an idiot. Okay. Now, I'm going to go because I am going to go and teach another lesson. Any tips for preparation of DALF B1 Ishan? Watch that space because we are creating a brand new course on the DELF and DALF exam. I can't give you any tips, but if you watch our website, we do give a lot of tips for the TEF, which is quite similar exam. Next live at 1:30, link in membership tab on profile. Ça ressemble à une sacoche. Yes, but it's big. It's very big. It's oh, that's my, can put lots of things. Look at my makeup wipes, my hair thing, whatever, my makeup, my telephone. Look at that. Look at that. My pen, my brush. Voilà. Tu vois? J'ai rempli. Voilà. Okay. Right. That's it for me. Au revoir. À bientôt. Et puis, bisous, bisous. Salut.